Good morning, everybody. Today we are moving on to our new unit called Populations and Resources. Today's lesson is 1.1. Today we're going to begin a new unit called Populations and Resources. In this unit, you'll work as student ecologists. Ecologists are scientists who study the interactions of organisms and their environment. One thing ecologists investigate is why sometimes the number of organisms in a particular area changes very rapidly. In this unit, we will focus on a population of organisms called jellies. Sometimes jellies are called jellyfish, but ecologists do not use this term because jellies are not fish at all. Let's watch a video about a real ecologist who studies jellies. We'll learn about why changes in the number of organisms in an area are important.
My name is Dr. Kelly Robinson, and I am a marine ecologist who specializes in jellies. Jellies are one of the oldest animals on the planet. In fact, they've been around for over 500 million years. The term jellies actually encompasses a wide number of animals that are representatives from several major groups. There can be a lot of different shapes, sizes, and colors. I love studying jellies because they're beautiful and also mysterious. There's so much to learn about their ecology and what the role in the ecosystem is. So as an ecologist, I go out on the field on the boat and I sample organisms in the ecosystem. I also bring them back in the lab to do experiments. And then I take what I learned there and I put them into ecosystem models. An ecosystem is made up of both living and non-living parts. As a marine scientist, I look at how the physical, chemical, and even geological factors affect the living organisms within that ecosystem, as well as interactions among them. The jellies are a natural and important part of our marine ecosystems. Jellies are both prey, meaning they are food for other organisms, as well as predators, meaning that they eat other organisms. Jellies are a food item for sea turtles. Another role that jellies play is that jellies consume a wide variety of animals, but mostly they're eating zooplankton. Zooplankton are free-floating animals that tend to be microscopic. In ecosystems, populations interact with each other, and this can actually form a very intricate web of populations all connected to one another. What this means then is when we see changes in one population, this can have an effect or an impact on several other populations within the ecosystem. We have records of changes in jelly populations from many different areas and from many different times. So it's very important for us to focus on what's driving these changes in jelly populations for a specific ecosystem. When jellies exhibit a sudden and rapid increase in their population numbers, they can become clumped together or very densely packed when individuals are very close to one another. In order to understand why we're seeing sometimes sudden increases in the population size of jellies, we need to have a better understanding of their role in the ecosystem as well as the impact of other populations on them. So if you're interested in jelly ecology, I would encourage you to think about becoming a marine scientist who specializes in jellies. We always need more scientists because if we have more scientists, then we can collect more data. And by doing that, we can get a much better understanding of the role that they play in our ocean ecosystems.
Okay, so that gave us a great overview of jellies and what scientists are currently doing to study the jelly population. So the ecologist from the video studies a jelly population. That population includes all of the jellies in a certain area. So the definition of a population is a group of the same type of organisms living in the same area. And that is our first key term of our new unit, population. The jelly population is part of a larger ecosystem made up of many populations of organisms that live in that area. Ecosystem is all the living and non-living things interacting in a particular area. Population sizes can increase and decrease. Population sizes can decrease, stay the same, or increase. Ecologists are especially interested in populations that change size quickly. In this unit, we're going to investigate the question, why do populations change size in an ecosystem? To understand why populations change sizes, we will study a moon jelly population explosion. An explosion is a way to describe a large, rapid increase in population. So in this unit, our jellies have exploded, not meaning they blew up, but their population numbers went up very, very quickly. On the next slide, you're going to read a message from Dr. Tiana Washington, the head ecologist at the Glacier Sea Research Institute. She would like help investigating a moon jelly population in Glacier Sea. To student ecologists, from Dr. Tiana Washington, the head ecologist. Subject, welcome. Congratulations on your new position with Glacier Sea Research Center. Our team of ecologists studies changes to populations in Glacier Sea. We often observe small increases and decreases in the sizes of populations. However, over the past few years, we have been observing a much larger change. The moon jelly population has mysteriously increased in size by a huge amount. We would like your help investigating what is causing the moon jelly population in Glacier Sea to increase. To get started, we have some information for you. We have observed moon jellies in this population being born, but we have also observed them being eaten by predators. We hope this information is helpful as you start your investigation. Glacier Sea and the moon jelly population we are studying are not real. However, they are based on the moon jelly population increases in real Arctic environments. You will be doing research very similar to the research the ecologist from the video is doing. This is the question you will investigate in your role as student ecologists. Chapter 1 question, what causes the size of the moon jelly population in Glacier Sea to increase? Births and deaths happen in all populations. In Glacier Sea, the moon jellies have been observed being born and dying when they are eaten by predators. This observation is evidence of this key concept. Within a population, organisms are always being born and dying. So that is our first key concept. Within a population, organisms are always being born and dying. In the next lesson, we're going to begin investigating this particular question. How do births and deaths in a population affect its size? And we're going to be looking at the ratio between the number of births and the number of deaths. That is the end of lesson 1.1. You can go ahead and stop the video. Remember that you do not need to watch or read through the Google Slides if you chose to watch the video. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you soon.